We're Year of the Knife. I'm Brandon Watkins. I play guitar and sometimes bass and do a lot of backing vocals. And then we got Brandon Antoniak. He's our new drummer. He started drumming for us about a year ago.
Oh, welcome.
It's
Uh, uh,
crazy. I think it's
Slamming
yeah, it's been
motherfucker.
over
Dude
a
is
year.
awesome.
Damn, awesome.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, that's awesome. Welcome. Well, welcome to the band. Welcome to Year of the Ninth. That's awesome. And I'm new to the to you guys as well. So
Sick.
this is kind of nice. Yeah, I'm excited to be doing this. So as you know, we're getting ready for the Kawanashi Never Home Music Festival. They have it every year. I believe this is the fifth or sixth year now. This is my second year doing it. Are y'all familiar with this music festival and what they got going on in Philly every year or so?
I didn't know it was a yearly thing. I didn't know. I thought that this was the first year for some reason. I didn't know about it, so I'm pretty surprised. Like I know that Peter books and stuff, and this isn't Peter. This is Danny that booked this, right?
Well,
So
yeah, yeah.
so
And
that's cool.
the guys Peter and Peo, they also, they get involved. They reach out to the bands. They talk about who's talking to who and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a Danny Hibachi presents
That's
this year,
right.
and it's gonna be sick. Um, so first time hearing about this that it's a yearly thing. So it is your first time playing Never Home.
Yeah, definitely.
Per
We're so excited.
Dude, I love that. And I mean, this is kind of awesome. I love this, especially because you guys are somewhat local. You're not that far from the drive. I can see that you guys are from, is it Newark, Delaware, or is it Delaware and Newark? Like you guys are all kind of scattered throughout that area.
So Newark is a place in Delaware. It's where the University of Delaware is.
Okay.
Um, Maddie and I are from Smyrna, Delaware, which is the center of the state. Chris and Fletch, our guitar and bass player, they're from Wilmington, Delaware, which is the big city. And Brandon is from Connecticut.
Oh, nice. Okay. And is that where you're at now, Brandon? In Connecticut?
Yeah, yeah.
Whereabouts?
Northwest Connecticut,
Northwest Connecticut.
like
Yeah.
Litchfield County.
Okay, I'm still trying to get used to this whole area out here. I just moved to New England about 6 years ago, originally from Puerto Rico and Virginia Beach. So I'm still trying to kind of get used to like this whole Connecticut area. I'm familiar with Lisbon, and like Norwich, Connecticut, I think it's called, Danny, right? Is that right? And so forth. So, uh,
Hmm.
do you, man, so you just started. Do you do anything else, Brandon? Brandon A.
Oh yeah, he does.
Oh, there it
Yes,
is.
he does.
All right, Brandon. What? Tell us some of the things you do, man. I mean, you just joined this band a year ago. What were you drumming before, obviously, or were you playing a different instrument in a different band? Like, what's
Yeah.
your kind of background, and what brought you to Year of the Knife?
So I like playing a lot of different bands. I'm always like writing different projects and keeping creative. Um, Trying to think like I do Grail from Long Island, so I drive to Long Island all the time for practice, like 2.5 hours. So driving to Delaware really isn't that much of a big deal for me. But we
Right.
try to do like weekends. Um, I do Gun to God's Head with Kane from Vomit Forth.
Okay.
Um, Actually, you know what? On the same day that we're playing Enmos, I was in Enmos. I started that band with Zach, the vocalist.
Bro, look at
So
that
like
full
I know
full
jarring
circle.
too.
Oh, tight, tight. I
So it's
just
like
had.
it's not cool.
It's a straight up. It's pretty much a homie weekend and band reunion.
Yeah,
Oh man, so
it's
maybe
really, really
you
cool. Zach
should.
is one of my best friends.
So that must make you feel really nice. You guys are opening up day one with Kawanashi, the all seven exits plus the entire Yolan or why'd you do it, and then it's kind of crazy. So you're playing that night just before Kawanashi takes the stage, and then your first band that you started with Zach is opening it up. Are you planning on maybe doing a little jumping on their set a little bit? Doing a
It
little
would be
reunion,
maybe it would be cool. It would
you
be really
know.
cool to do that. I haven't played in Enmos for a moment. I exited maybe in like I think it was like 2024, and they continued on without me. And the last release they put out was like incredible.
Right. I was just talking to Zach about that on Saturday. So that's kind of
So
amazing.
awesome.
So how
It
did
makes me happy they continued too, you know.
I love that? How did you end up with You're the Knife?
So I was hanging out with Matt Wood when they were recording Dream Fatigue, like the last release they just did. Brandon and Maddie had texted Matt and were like, "Hey, do you know any drummers?" And I think they asked Matt first. Matt was like, can't really do I can't really play that style anymore. I'm like not that good." He always downplays himself, even though he's one of the, if not like the best drummer ever. But he was like, "I know someone that can though." And he's like chilling on the couch and he turns over to me and he's like, "Do you want to play with You're in the Knife in Nashville?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" So he got me in contact with them, and now here we are.
Yeah, dude, we cut it
Playing.
up on the phone and it was like we clicked and then we drove 13 hours to fucking Nashville and it was a blast. And like, you can't ask for better than that because it's like, who the fuck else are you going to get in a van with you and go all the way 13 hours and still have fun and still, you know what I'm saying? Like, Brendan is a blessing, truly a blessing in
Things.
our world. And I love playing with him. He's wonderful.
I love
I
that.
had like 2 weeks to learn the set too. We had like
Yeah.
one practice. It was like literally the day of, as we were driving, like the
Yep.
day we decided to drive.
And he crushed it. The motherfucker crushed it like it was nothing. He was like, "Yeah, I got this." And me and my guitar player were like, "All right, he's got this," and he did. It was awesome.
That that's kind of funny because I remember being on the road with Kawanashi recently, and I was hearing a story about how Peter had posted, and this was actually like an anniversary S type deal because we were just on the road with Coheed and Cambria for 4 days, and Peter was talking about how like they were looking for a drummer and they had posted on Facebook about needing somebody to just drum these like particular songs type shit, and that message was put out there, and I think it was Peo that actually picked it up and did it, and then they started talking about Coheed and brought them together. So it's always nice. I guess it's always nice when you finally get a drummer that works with you and pits it with you, has such a short notice type shit, but just gets it right then and there and can just, like you just said, Brandon, uh he's a blessing.
Truly, truly a blessing. And it was short notice, man. Our old drummer Andy, who is one of my best friends, he was like, "Hey, man, it isn't working for me." And I was like, "Yeah, but we got a show in a month." And he was like, "All right." And I was like, "Fuck." No diss to Andy because Andy's amazing, but yeah, I was like, "Fuck, what are we gonna do?" So I started texting all my friends that play drums. Like, what the fuck, what's up? And they were like, "Oh." And Maddie hit Matt up, and Matt was like, "Yo, I got the perfect drummer for you." And I was like, "Yeah, all right, let's talk to him." And as I said, the rest unfolded the way it did. But he's truly a blessing. I do agree.
Love that.
We're happy to be here too.
Now, have you guys is this your first time playing with Kawanashi or doing anything with Kawanashi as a band versus maybe you guys come across the guys individually, like whether Peter and Peo maybe booked you guys back in the day, or Peter might have booked the show with you guys involved in something like that, or crossing through Maryland and Delaware, so forth. Is this your first time doing anything with the guys?
So Kawanashi played the the Ultimate Aggression record release in 2019 at Underground Arts in the black box or whatever, the small room.
Mm-hmm.
And their set was sick. I'd met Peter before that. I've been racking my brain lately trying to remember when I met Peter, and I just can't. He's just always been so awesome and cool, and it was like, so that's sick. We always talk about death metal or whatever. But yeah, it's not You're the Nice first time playing with KO, so we're excited, and we haven't played Philly in like probably 4 years or something, or
Beautiful.
like that area. So like Peter hitting us up for Danny to bring us out is fucking So
Awesome.
cool. So fucking cool.
I love that. That which brings me up to my next question. When was the last time it's been? You said, I think you just said it anyway. It's been about what, 4 or 5 years since you played Philly. Is that for everybody in the center right here? That's including you too, Brandon, as well. It's been about that quite some time for you as well that you played Philly.
Like just with any project, I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. Yeah,
Oh
any
no,
project or
I've I played Philly a few times the past couple of years.
okay.
Yeah.
Peter
What
booked you guys,
Raw.
right? Booked Gun to God's Head.
Yeah, we played
The
Peter
Ministry.
booked us last August. We
Perfect.
played with we played with Chaos Fear. And then we also actually played with Kayanashi in New Jersey in December. We played at Cinco de Mayo.
I knew you looked familiar, dude. I was like, I'm looking at you. I'm like, man, I know I
Yeah,
met
'cause we
this guy. I've
played
already
together
seen this guy.
before.
Yes. Oh man. All right, perfect. Yeah, bro. That shit was crazy.
That shit, dude, that show was insane.
And nothing like two-stepping and tacos, man. You know,
The food there is
taco
incredible too. The food
Taco
there is
Two-Step
so good.
Tuesday. Taco Two-Step Tuesday is gonna be a new fucking thing, dude. That shit was crazy, man. I tell you, the smallest venue show I've seen Kawanashi play was Cousin Danny's last year at Neverhome. So being in that Mexican restaurant, I was like, what is happening right now? Like, I can get an horchata and a hardcore breakdown all at the same time. That's crazy.
Yeah, match made in heaven.
Yeah, man. I'm like, damn, this is amazing. Oh man, hell yeah, bro. Okay, so I love that, man. I see everything's starting to kind of merge together. You know how everything just merges after you've just kind of been doing it already for a while, and but then like
Yeah.
I don't know, like all the key components stick, and you just need something to remind you, like, oh, we were there together, and that was it. I was like, yo, I know this motherfucker.
It's always awesome to reminisce.
Man, so like how often do you guys ever just kind of sit around, and I guess this would be more for a Brandon question. Brandon or Brandon, whichever Brandon wants to answer Brandon. How many times do you ever just kind of sit there and go, "Hi, I'm in Delaware."
Oh, dude. Never, because it's like I'm always here.
Oh, but right, exactly.
Might be different for Brandon though. I don't know. He might be on his Wayne's World shit.
I know. I'm always on my Wayne's World shit. Every time I cross through Delaware, I'm like, "Hi, I'm in Delaware."
The first time I went to the first time when I went down to Brandon and Maddie's house to meet with them last year, I told them that their house looks like the Family Guy house. I just kept saying that.
I love that.
We're from Quahog.
Yeah, Quahog, Delaware, Newark. That is crazy. Man, you know, since I love doing this, and I'm pretty sure we all do it all the time, it's kind of like a thing, but let's take a moment and kind of hit him with our best like Family Guy like thing. So like oh my god, I forget what his name is, the cop, but he's like, "Hey Peter, let's hear your best hey Peter." Yeah. "Hey Peter, how's it going there, Peter? Hey Peter." Or you can even be like,
Peter.
"Hey, that's
You can't
pretty
do it, dude.
Hey Peter.
Hey Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey Peter." I gotta hit him with like, "Hey couscous, what are you gonna be doing with that couscous?" I think honestly, I'm gonna ask the next question in that voice, see if I could do this. So hey Peter, I just gotta ask you something, Peter. What's your favorite Kawanashi songs, Brandon and Brandon? That kind of just went into like a Casey Kasem type thing there for a minute there.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Vibing with it.
Yeah, what is so Brandon, you first, Brandon 1 or 2 or B. What are your top 3 Kawanashi songs that like just resonate with you and just really like hit it?
Or I have to look it up. Because I was listening to it earlier and I was like, yeah, this is cool. It's You'll Understand When You're Older. That's a good track.
Woo!
It's a goated track.
Goated.
And
It's my favorite.
I fuck with I hate the sound of car keys a lot.
Great.
I like that. That shit's crazy.
I love that part. I love it when listening to that shit where you can hear you hear Peo like and the whole song just like down tempoing, like slowing down really weird and then picking up again. It was
Dude's a beast.
he's a monster, man. And how about you, Brandon? What are your top 3 or top 2 or 3 Kawanashi songs that really resonate with you? With Brandon, we have You'll Understand and Car Keys. And oh my God, You'll Understand just gets me fucking going. It gets me going.
Dude, so like, honestly, I got into KO when they put out Why Did You Do It back in 2018. But I've known about them since they did the Sabella split.
Oh, the Neverhome split.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what the whole fest is named after.
Yeah.
But that Why Did You Do It definitely was like the record that got me into it. And yeah, I have to agree with Brandon too. You'll understand when you're older was definitely a track I listened to. I was like, holy shit. It's very
pretty crazy.
nappy. Morgan too on that is cool too with Michael from Last Chance to Reason.
Yep.
I've talked to Peter about Last Chance to Reason a lot.
I bet he loves having that conversation.
He's like one of the only people that I know that still likes that band.
That's awesome.
It was so good. People don't know. Level 2.
I don't know. I never heard them.
Right. We're kind of like, yeah, I'm also like, I think I've had this talk with Peter a couple times, maybe. But yeah, you just kind of reignited that one right there. Good one, Brandon. So something looks like me and Brandon have our own homework to do. Am I right, Brandon?
I'm saying. Like, which one?
Yeah. I mean, it kind of works out like that. I kind of love that though. Let's kind of touch base a little bit more about you guys because like I know I kind of just want to break into a little bit here. So what's it like? I mean, you're in Delaware. You got a lot of really cool areas out there, wonderful scene out there. I mean, you're right just outside of Maryland, just outside DC, just outside of Richmond. You're not that far from Virginia. Right. Going down in the Carolinas and so forth. What's it like being in that area of Delaware, so close, and being the straight edge band that you guys are? Being so close to DC, where straight edge started with Ian MacKaye and Minor Threat, in the late 70s and early 80s. And how do you feel has the straight edge movement has changed in the last 10 to 15 years versus to now where you guys are in your band's out here, you guys formed in 2015 type shit, moving through, it's now 2026. How has that scene shifted? Or where do you guys feel you're at with that, especially being in that area with the straight edge scene being so close to you?
I mean, it's cool. Like, being, DC's cool, but we've only played there like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? The last time we played there was fucking wild. It's cool that we're close to all that. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to like historically be close to where straight edge started. But we're so used to playing Philly, you know what I'm saying? Like, Philly was pretty much our home scene because Delaware, when we were coming up at least, didn't have a real venue anymore. We lost our venue. We didn't really have much. So it was like when we played out, we played Philly. I don't know that straight edge plays into it so much. Our music just
resonates with everybody.
Yeah, it's accessible, you know what I mean? Like,
right. You don't have to be edge to get into your guys' band or sound.
Absolutely. And I've always thought that was cool. Like I said, we haven't played Philly since before the accident, so it's just like we haven't played the area in a while, which is weird. It's weird not to play a place that was like it's such a staple. That's why when we were asked to do this, I was like, oh fuck, we gotta do it. It'd be so sick.
All right, kind of going back to where where you guys feel the most love.
Yeah,
kind of in that sense. That's something awesome, man. What I I remember back in the day, almost, oh my God, almost fucking 15 years ago, I got to play with Life. I got to play with Life Ruiner.
Oh yeah.
You know, I got to play with some cool straight edge bands back in the day. I'm like, well, we're talking about 15, 20 years ago, man. I was, and I just remember how those type of shows would be. It was kind of crazy. It's like, there was such a unique, it was weird. Florida and hardcore scene was such a crazy thing, man. There was always that weird, like 15, 20 years ago, that weird division of having like, you know, the straight edge kids there, the hardcore kids, everybody's there. And then when certain bands played, some of the guys would stay out of it, everything kind of, then they all, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, like you're not edge, you can't really enjoy it. It's like, bro, I'm here to mosh with you, buddy. We're still
for real
homies. It's nice that for me has changed. Now that I'm like 15, 20 years into the scene, everybody's all kind of blended together. You know, you're seeing the stoner kid jumping on stage and screaming the lyrics, you know, listening to No Cure and like things like that.
Right.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
So it's nice to see that.
I feel like growing up, a big band for me was Agitator from Philly, the straight edge band, and they like their shows were just war zones, and wasn't just edge kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It was, in this area, at least, it was prevalent that there wasn't like a huge division. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty cool.
Yeah, moshing is for everyone.
Moshing is for
moshing is for everyone,
especially me.
Yeah. I came out of mosh retirement a couple years ago, so I'm we're happy to be back. Funny thing is that I was brought out of mosh retirement to You'll Understand. So
respect.
Yeah, dude. I tell you, man. So let's kind of go into a different direction here. Just now that we've kind of shifted into some cool stuff, what I love the most. What are you guys' influences? We'll start off with Brandon. What are your influences that got you into music? Like what took you to where you were at and then brought you into the genre you're in now?
Oh, I mean, honestly, like, probably for drumming and stuff like that. This drumming, guitar, whatever. Rush was like a big thing for me. My dad got me into Rush, took me to see Rush like a couple times. And that definitely got me wanting to play like drums, sing with Bert. Just goated drummer.
Yeah.
Goated drummer. And then I grew up playing video games a lot. Played Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
And Rock Bands. And I would play like the drums on Rock Bands and just do expert.
Yeah.
And I got pretty good at it to the point where I was like, I want to like try doing this for real. And then I started to turn that kit into an electronic kit, and then eventually I got my own acoustic kit and just started from there.
That's funny. I had the same experience when Rock Band World Tour came out, and they fucking came out with the fucking cymbals.
Yeah.
And I'm over there fucking just crushing it on the Expendables. Playing reggae. I'm like, I'm living out my fucking dream. Like,
yeah.
And so, like, yeah, I'm like, I could do this on electric kit. Unfortunately, I didn't take it to that level, but I should have, because I can play a little bit and keep up with tempo a lot better than I did when I was younger. But thank you, Rock Band. Shout out Rock Band and Guitar Hero.
Shout out Rock Band, Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah, I mean,
Shout out video games.
Shout out video games.
Games.
Yeah, shout out Activision.
Let's go.
Thank you, Guitar Hero, for making me think that I could pick up my Fender or my Gibson SG and play Dragon Force. I guess five different color buttons and a string guitar. So thank you.
I truly believe that Guitar Hero rock band definitely influenced like a whole generation of
You know,
kids to
I love
start
that.
playing music.
I love that you said that, because I feel like you are absolutely right. It definitely brought in a lot of generational kids playing music. Even kept a lot of the bands that we listened to, or at least I listened to when I was younger, uh, alive still. I mean,
Yeah.
took Fall of Troy to that next level.
Yeah.
Took
Hmm.
him like pew, like gone. And I mean, they were. I mean, yeah. So, and how about you, Brandon? Good. Thank you for that answer, Brandon. How about
Yeah.
you, Brandon? What bands influenced you, Brandon, to where you're at now? Like, what got you to where?
So growing up, I'm a '92 baby. I'm 34. Growing up on the radio, always new metal. Yeah, new metal. Lots and lots of new metal. So like Corn and shit like that was my shit when I was a kid. Corn, Rob Zombie, Godsmack, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Um, and as I got older, I was getting into movie soundtracks and shit. I got the Punisher soundtrack, and I can't remember what the date is on that, but it's got a B-side of Hatebreed from The Rise of Brutality. They have a song called The Sound of Violence, or not Sound of Violence, Bound to Violence, excuse me. And that is one of the hardest tracks I'd ever heard in my entire. It's the first song I'd heard where somebody screamed the whole way through it. I was like 11, listening to this shit in my room, going, "Oh my god, oh my god!" So it blew my fucking mind, man. So Hatebreed was new metal and Hatebreed were my gateways. You know what I'm saying? And then I found
Mm-hmm.
like the Triple X soundtrack had "I'll Be Heard" on it. Um, I don't know. Got into Slipknot, got into all that shit. But yeah, yeah, definitely listening to the radio as a kid, and then my stepdad got me a bass. I told him I wanted to play bass because my cousin started playing bass, and he showed me Primus, and it blew my fucking mind. I was like, Primus is the craziest shit I'd ever heard in my whole life. And I was like, he's playing that on the bass? That's crazy. You know, that shit
Yeah.
is fucked up.
Well, this
So
Claypool's crazy.
dude, he's insane. So that, you know, Primus really inspired me to play bass. My cousin inspired me to play bass, and my stepdad, who was a musician, gave me my first bass and taught me like little shit. You know what I mean? So that's how I got started, man. And that's when I started playing in bands. I was like 13, playing in bullshit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just like rocking with my friends or whatever. Until I was like 16, I started a band called Memoirs, um, and that was like a hardcore band. It was originally called Dino Crisis, but we changed the name later to a much whacker name.
I,
Um,
well,
Shout out video games,
yeah, shout out video games. Dino Crisis video. Look, shout out video games. Full
straight up,
circle.
Exactly.
Full circle, dude.
straight up. Yeah, it was like
Dude.
a heavy hardcore band. It was funny. It was cool for like 16-year-olds to be playing heavy hardcore. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like a little different. So it was cool. But that's how I got started, and that's what brought me into hardcore was Hatebreed. Hatebreed is my gateway drugs.
Right. Mine was what got me into pretty much punk and hardcore was No Effects, Don't Call Me White.
Nice.
Yeah, that was my introduction to punk rock, and kind of taking it from that level. I mean, it was kind of cool. It was the sound the same time. It was the same day that I got introduced to my nickname Pugsley, and it was the same day that these kids were like, "You need to listen to this song," and it kind of just took me out there. I mean, this is when Napster. I was born in '87. So when I got introduced
Oh
to
yeah,
punk rock and shit,
yeah, dude.
man, I was in Puerto Rico, and I got to find it all myself because my parents and stuff like that weren't direct cousins and family, not punk rockers, not rockers. It's not something you get on that island like that. Uh, but it was cool being introduced to that. Then I started realizing that it is kind of hiding out there. Like I was listening to Nonpoint, and I was really excited about
Whoa.
Nonpoint because Nonpoint had Spanish singers, and it was a Spanish band, and to me, that's kind of a huge thing because you don't really get a lot of Spanish punk, Spanish hardcore, Spanish things, at least at that age for me. It's not something that some families are like that. mine unfortunately weren't like that. I was into like old salsa, merengue, pop music, 80s freestyle music, you know, and popping and locking. Yeah, and I love that shit. And then punk rock hit me, and it's just like, dude. And then the BMG music CD clubs where you can get like 12 CDs for a penny. And they want you to sign up for this thing, and they send you like another CD for like $25. But there was a time there was a time where I found a loophole. I hope FBI doesn't come get me. But I found a loophole back in the day, motherfuckers. And it was when they trusted people with paying for their deliveries, cash on delivery. So the postman has, that's what COD stands for. It's not Call of Duty. Shout out video games. It's a cash on delivery. And dude, I just remember I'd like fill out this form. I'd get my 12 CDs. I remember ordering Slipknot's first CD. I got awesome. System of a Down's first CD. Static X Wisconsin Death Trip. That was my shit. And
love that shit.
And for some reason, Love Dump was the song that fucking sat with me. For some reason, I thought it was awesome when he's like, your ass smells like, or he's like, your shit's like chocolate cake and your ass smells like a rose. And I'm like 12 years old. I'm just like, yeah. Yeah, riding in the Jeep with my dad because I was suspended off the school bus and he's got to take me to work anyway, or he's got to go to work anyway on base. So here I am. I'm like, Dad, you got to listen to this shit. That's right, Dad. Your shit's like chocolate cake.
Insane.
But dude, yeah, I mean, it kind of got me there. So I love how we all kind of, new metal and video games seems to be, and punk rock seems to be the gateway to all that. So like in a nice full circle kind of situation there, what are you guys looking forward to bringing to the kids and the fans at Neverhome?
Well, we're going to play some new tracks and we're going to play some old shit. It's a good mix of everything that we've done, you know, since 2018 or whatever.
Love that. And how about you, Brandon? What are you wanting the kids to get from your guys' set?
Just hoping I play good. Hoping
I play great, bro.
You know, hoping I play good. Hoping people enjoy the set. Yeah, like Brandon said, we have new stuff we're writing. It's been fun to collab with a
gangster as fuck.
I love
really cool,
dude. I can't wait. I know I'm looking forward to many awesome things happening. And every time I get off the phone or these Zoom calls with you guys, I'm looking more and more excited to that day. And it's awesome, man. I love this shit. I think I got time for a couple more questions, and then we'll say a couple buys to the guys. So here's some cool rapid fire Pugsley moments. Brandon, first person to answer this question. Go. 2 + 2 =
5.
That's okay. 4. That's a good one. But oh no, you're using the new math. I'm still trying to.
It's not 5.
You're right. Who said? A person told me it's not 5.
You can teacher. You can get to 5, and you can explain why it's 5.
It's 5.
Then it's 5.
Okay, I'm never asking mathematical questions again.
Mathematical.
Okay, since we're kind of talking video games here, if you can take a track from your catalog of music, which video game would you want that track to be on?
Dude, I would love to be in Cyberpunk. You're just cruising, you got the radio on, and it's like some wild shit. I would love to have any of our songs, because all our songs are wild, like any of our songs be on that, like Wish or something. It'd be fucking fresh.
Okay, how about you, Brandon?
Honestly, like Twisted Metal.
Ooh.
Dude, yeah.
Or Carmageddon.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like you're just racing around, listening to Fear Factory, getting points by running over people, and like blood all over the windshield.
Bro,
that was like such a violent game.
that is kind of amazing, man. A Fear Factory intro to the game, and then like, you know, secret track. It's like you got Cold Chamber, then sneaks its little head inside there.
Yeah.
And a little KMFDM is like, hey, what's going on there?
Yeah, that's also a thing too. Anything like industrial would be on like racing games back then. Or like just like dude, like Sick Puppy or something like that would be on there. That would be
awesome. That would be awesome. Fucking, I mean, I remember when they put what, To the Windows and To the Walls and the Sweat Drop Down My Balls on the first Need for Speed Underground.
Dude, yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm gonna put my balls on the wall and pimp out my Skyline.
Yup.
And I'm going online, baby, after a couple rounds of SOCOM. So, like, what's good?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You know what? One of my favorite racing games is Burnout 3.
Dude, classic.
And I think that soundtrack is like the best soundtrack.
I love that,
got
man.
me into a lot of music too. That was a big gateway for me.
Dude, video games, man.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Whoever was running EA tracks on those racing games back then, they were tapped in.
All right. So with that, I love this. So here it is. Here's the game-winning question. Which one of you can take on and whoop Peter Rono's ass in Smash Brothers?
I probably could, honestly.
You hear that, Peter?
Smash.
You hear that, Peter?
You hear that, Peter? You're gonna play Smash with Brandon.
I'm gonna set him up with Brandon Antoniak, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Dude.
You ever ask Peter? Do you be like, "Hey, Peter"? Do you ever just go up to him?
Hell yeah!
Like read him like that?
Hell yeah! I do that shit all the time. I do that shit all the time, bro. I fuck around with Peter so hard when we're on the road together. It's so funny, but I love it, dude. It's so funny. Being on the road with those guys is probably one of the greatest things that's happened to me in the last 2 or 3 years. Being a part of the Kawanashi camp, touching base, like just being in rooms with bands that I listened to 20 years ago that influenced me to get me to where I'm at, and now I'm just like sitting around, like hanging out with them or helping them load in, or one time me and the guys, we were on a tour and we were going to Richmond, and I was taking a moment and having some chips and pita, and here comes Thomas Eric, and he's like, hey man, he's like, what are you eating there, some pita and hummus? I'm like, yeah dude, you want some? And he sat down, and dude, that was it. Like, it's crazy to me, and I always say it right out loud. I go, listen, I just want to get this out of the way. I'm a fan. I've loved you guys 20 years ago. That's right. I'm almost 40. It's kind of awesome fucking kicking it with you. This is cool. Thank you for eating my chips with me. So
dude, hell yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Like everything's comes around, like just full circle, and being a part of them has been amazing. And I know that you guys being a part of them is amazing. You guys being asked to be a part of this is amazing. I think that the Neverender fans are going to be in a real treat with you guys, with everything, just all of it. And I'm looking forward to fucking seeing you again, Brandon. And I'm looking forward to meeting you, Brandon, in person, and the rest of y'all's band. Yeah, the rest of Year the Knife. And I'm just looking forward to fucking throwing down and just being a part of this with you guys.
It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, we can all fucking walk around and pull up and be like, hey Peter. Hey Peter, hey Peter, and he'll be like, "Who's saying that?" Hey Peter, what's going on, Peter? Hey Peter,
yours is really good.
You did really
fucked up.
You did really good on that, Peter. I tell you, you'll understand, Peter, when you're older, Peter. So, Brandon, message for the guys. What do you got? A message for the guys.
For Kawanashi?
Yeah, for Kawanashi. Message for the guys.
Can't wait to see you motherfuckers. This is going to be awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Brandon.
Dude, I'm stoked. I'm very stoked. I'm stoked to see Jari, and I'm stoked to see Peter again, too.
Dude, this is sick. Well, you guys,
tomfoolery happening.
Thank you so much for sitting here with me, guys. And Year of the Knife, Never Home, August 20th, first night, opening the weekend up is Year of the Knife. Okay, going into Kawanashi's 7-part exit story into everyone's favorite so far, which is Why'd You Do It? Dude, we are gonna throw down Brandon to You'll Understand, buddy. I
It'll
love
happen.
that song, dude. I fucking love it. So make sure you guys get your 3-day passes. It's the only way that you can catch Year of the Knife at the 3-day Never Home Festival. August 20th. Get your 3-day passes, everybody. We'll see you guys there. Year of the Knife. Thank you so much. Brandon Square, B, and B.
Hell yeah.
Take it easy.
Much love.
Shout out Activision.
Straight up.
Yo, shout out Harmonix.
Shout out Harmonix. That's Yo, yes. Shout out Harmonix, man. Oh, now I just kind of want to find my old Dreamcast and play Power Stone.